All right, this video is going to be slightly long, I guess. I'm not too sure. So grab like they say, grab a bucket of popcorn, or when you're driving long drive, listen to this. Or if nothing else, when you're cleaning the house, listen to it at 1.2x or 1.5x speed or 2x, whatever floats your boat. Okay. This is the story which I never told of meeting my first ever Thai female in Thailand. What happened? What were the mistakes I made? What I shouldn't have done? Well, I'll leave it all up to you, and feel free to laugh at some of the stupid things that I did. Because it was my first time. Okay. Before I even tell you about how I landed in Thailand, I'll just give a slight backstory. Okay, slight backstory. Now, what happened was this friend of mine who was a very highly accomplished professional. Okay, I don't want to mention more than that. A guy I deeply respected, I deeply liked. Highly intellectual. He was a philosopher. He was a very learned person. He was someone who I used to deeply respect. So we used to meet in Dubai once a while at my residence. And I always loved spending time with him, listening to him. One fine day, out of the blue, he called me up and said, Loy, what are you doing this Ramadan? It was the month of Ramadan was coming. Obviously, there would be no more business, or, I used to DJ and anchor shows. I used to conduct training programs in my house. So I knew the season would be down, business would be down. So he said, what are you doing during Ramadan? So I said, I'm not doing anything. Why? He said, I tell you what, why don't you come with me to Thailand? And just so that you know, I never traveled anywhere apart from Dubai and India. I never traveled anywhere. So when he asked me Thailand, I was like, Thailand, I don't have a visa. Immediately the first few things that came to my mind, and I don't know how expensive Thailand is going to be, and I don't know what it is. And, I was just taken aback. So he was like, listen, visa is very simple. Visa is on arrival. You'll get for 2 weeks. Expenses in ticket, he told me, if I'm not mistaken, it was $1,000, less than $1,000. And he said, you come down with me, and we will go and we'll stay in a 5-star hotel, and, all the booking and everything else will be taken care of. But I was not too keen about it. And mind you, I was married to my third wife that time. He knew her, but obviously we are not going to tell her that I'm going to Thailand. I'll tell you how we mentioned it to her. So, I didn't show great amount of enthusiasm. Rather, I showed skepticism. So he was like, okay, don't tell me yes or no. We will discuss when I meet you. So he stayed slightly far off from Dubai. It would take at least 2 hours drive. So finally he came down during the weekend, and he said, let's go out for food, you and me only. Okay. So then he told me once again, see, listen, I'll take you to Thailand. Okay. I'll pay for you just pay for the ticket money. Sorry. You just pay for the ticket money. Hotel, I'm taking care of all the expense. Food will be taken care of. Anything extra that you spend, you'll have to spend. So I'm not asking you to spend anything. Just spend for the ticket. So I was very curious. I was like, yeah, but why? Why do you want to go to Thailand, and why are you calling me all of a sudden? Then he said, okay, let me tell you the truth. I was supposed to go with my senior. Everything was booked and fine. But at the last minute, he cancelled. And now some family emergency has come up, and I don't want to go alone. And I've already booked the hotel. I've booked everything. All my money will go to waste. I don't want to waste it. So I would rather have you come along with me. So I said, okay, fine. So I told him, okay, let me think about it. He said, listen, no think and nothing. You just come with me. Don't worry. So he, being someone I deeply respected, I thought about it. I said, okay, fine, I'll come. And then I was like, how do I break this thing to my wifey? So he said, don't worry, I'll talk to her. So after we came home, he told her that he had booked a ticket and all that for visiting, tour and all the temples. He was not going to tell her that we were visiting all the red light districts and all that. In fact, he didn't tell me that also. So, so she was okay. She was fine. She said, okay, enjoy yourself. And as we were going down, he told me, listen, what happens in Thailand stays in Thailand. So don't go around with your big mouth and tell your social media and this and that. I said, why? Where are we going? He said, I'm going to take you to the red light district in Pattaya. I was like, oh, okay, fine. That'll be something new. I was like, I never knew that. I knew people go for sex tourism, but I didn't know the depth. So obviously, when I went home, I Google searched and I found walking street and all that. I was like, oh, I still didn't, think much about it. Within a week, we booked the ticket. Ticket was booked and all. Within a week, we traveled. And I was super excited. I was busy taking my videos. In fact, I don't know where. Did I upload it on YouTube? I don't remember. I think I did. My trip to Thailand. Okay. So we went there. Landed there. It was a 3-hour flight. After we landed there, initially the excitement, and then, because he booked everything 5-star, there was a 5-star like limousine that picked us up. And it was a long drive from Suvarnabhumi airport to Pattaya. And I was still excited. And finally, we stayed at this 5-star hotel, which was at the walking street. I can't get the name of it for the life of me. Okay. But it was a 5-star hotel. Oh, we were treated like kings. And he had made a very nice booking. So I was very happy about it. And, we didn't want to waste time because, we come for the holiday. So immediately we showered and all that. He said, come, let's go for a walk. We decided to go for a walk. And I think it was in the afternoon at around 11 or 12-ish. Okay. Because we landed, I think, 8 or 9. I'm not too sure exact time. So as we were walking and he was, we are just looking around. Obviously, we look very touristy. So, okay, this is a massage parlor. You can buy some things here. This is a shop here. Okay. And then I saw this massage parlor. Okay. And he said, let's go for a massage. Thailand is very famous for its massage. So this was not one of those soapy massages where they, have massage with soap. The girl is completely no clothes, no clothes, soapy, everything is soap. So this was like a proper place, respectable place where they would just professionally massage. So I went there, he went there, and we saw some empty seats. They said, please have a seat. Each one has their turn. He unfortunately got a very old lady. Okay. So I was like, hey. I found it funny. And lucky for me, I managed to get a beautiful girl. And by beautiful, I would say that she was maybe in her 30s. She looked cute. She was slightly chubby, but she looked really cute. And she was very quiet. And I was like, oh, it was my first time. So I sat down on this nice, comfortable chair, and it was only for the feet, the massage. And then obviously they bought this towel and they cleaned and all that, and the leg. And I was completely enamored by this girl, this Asian-looking girl, and very shy, very petite, didn't talk much, and we both were we two were there. So we were talking, and I was teasing her about getting this old lady, but to my surprise and his surprise, this old lady was very, very strong. She gave him a very strong massage, and this petite female who was massaging my feet, she was also very good, but I was more enamored with how she looked like. And I know you'll hate me for saying this, but I don't remember her name now. Okay. I've written it down in my Facebook. I have a photograph, but I'm not going to share anything. Okay. So it was for 1 hour. And I'll tell you, for me, it was love at first sight. I know, laugh as much as you want. I was completely attracted to her. She was so beautiful. So we finished 1 hour. He tipped her. I gave my tip. And I was completely interested. I was telling, man, I need to see this female. I need to talk to this female. Is she single or this? And like, relax, take it easy. We have, 2 more weeks left. We will enjoy. But after we left the massage parlor, we went walking to the hotel room. I just didn't stop talking about this girl. I asked him, is she single? Is she married? Can I take her out on a date? And he point back told me, you can pay her and she'll come for sex. I was like, rubbish. She doesn't look like a prostitute and all. He said, what do you know about Thailand? You can ask her, and if she's comfortable, she'll come. And I forgot to tell you, I did take her number. She gave the number of the massage parlor. Once we reached the hotel, he obviously wanted to get fresh. And so after he finished showering, I was eager to meet this girl again. So I told him, man, I want to talk to this girl. He was like, oh my goodness, you are becoming so irritating. He was like, okay, fine. He took the number. He called that massage parlor. She had given the landline. But they didn't understand what we are saying in English. And I was trying to tell her, that girl, this girl, we came there. They didn't understand. They put the phone down. I was like, oh shit, man. They didn't understand anything. She was like, listen, if you're so crazy, okay, I'm lying down. I need to sleep because I didn't sleep the whole night and I just want to get 1-2 hours sleep. You go by yourself, go get a massage. And then I told him, like, what do I tell? Just go take a massage, relax, just stop being irritating, just go, get lost. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So once again, went down the hotel, through the series of landmarks, tried to figure out how to go back. And it was nearby, I think a 15-20 minute walk. I got lost, but eventually as I was coming back, I spotted it again. And there I went in, and I think she was finishing another massage, and I was like, that same girl, and I was very excited. And she just finished, I think, and I said, I want the massage. So actually, I had to take somebody else. It was someone else's turn, but I insisted. I said, no, I want her. So they all looked at each other and they were laughing, and they're like, and they spoke something. They said, okay, fine, you can, if you prefer her, fine, no problem. So I waited, I think 15-20 minutes. She said bye. And once again, she started to massage my feet. And I kept yapping and talking. I don't ask him, what did I talk? I said, how are you? What is your name? And she would just blush and look down. And I remember using Google Translate, and I would show her. And so try to keep the conversation going. She finished 1 more hour. And I told her, I want 1 more massage. And she looked at me, you want 1 more massage? I said, yeah, because I wanted to spend more time with her. So once again, I took 1 more massage. And then finally, when she finished, she asked me, want 1 more massage? I said, yeah. And that was when she told me, like, if you want, I can give full body massage. I said, can we talk inside? Like, there is massage where they do it inside the room. Then there is, like, you have to pay more. Then there is, like, in a room but with partitions, it's slightly dark. Then there is, you can literally book a room completely alone. And then obviously, upgrades. You can be totally naked and she will massage you and, help you get a happy ending, So I was not aware of all this. So I told her, yeah, let's go inside. Yeah, I wanted some privacy. So there she was massaging me, and I was nicely holding her hand and doing all this kiddie, stupid stuff. And then I asked her, is there any place where we can be more alone? Because here you sleep and 2-3 people are there. There's no partition. So then she told me slightly more, I think 100 or 150 baht more. You can have curtains that segregate. So I was very happy. I took her there. And for each one, I'm paying her. And there, as she was going, I was, hugging her in the sense, playing with her ears, and finally gave her a kiss. Okay. And she didn't mind it. And yes, obviously, paid her money for whatever. I asked her for her number. She gave me. All this happened during one go. And I think by the time it was like 2-3 hours for us, and, that friend was wondering whether I got kidnapped or what. By the time I went back, he was like, where the hell did you go? Like, what did you do? And I explained to him, and he was like, So he said, did you finally ask her how much for one night and all that? I said, what rubbish? She's not a prostitute, man. They're like, you're crazy. These girls will come out with you. Okay, this may be your first time. So I was like, no. She looks like a decent girl and all that. So finally, evening, we decided we'll go to the walking street. So I'll make a separate video on what all we did in the walking street and all the craziness and all the bars and everything. That is a separate story. But for me, I was thinking only about her. My friend and I, we went to different bars, pubs, and we saw girls standing there. You can Google search any of the Pattaya videos. You'll see girls standing there. Buy one beer, get free, come in, and this and that. But because it was Ramadan, it was not overly crowded. And people are dying for the business, so it was kind of empty, which was good for us because we really got to see places when they're empty. Others, if it's crowded, nobody gives a damn about you. So people gave a little bit of importance. But my mind was only on this girl. So I tried convincing him, I want to go and meet. He was like, come on, man, go meet other girls and all that. So next day, once again, after getting up, I was like, yeah, again, I want to go and meet this girl. He was like, okay, go, just go. I had a number. I called her up, but she was speaking Thai. I was speaking English. Didn't make sense. So finally, I went physically there and once again took a massage. But this time, because I had her, she was familiar with me, we went outside and we kind of texted, showed a Google Translate. And she told me she'll come to the room where I was staying. She'll come tomorrow. Okay. She'll come tomorrow and spend time with me. So I was like, oh, okay. Now, I was not aware what were the terms and conditions and all that. And, I said, okay, fine. And then she told me 1,500 baht. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever. I didn't know what it was. I thought maybe this is what she'll charge me for massage water. When she did come home, to the hotel, I told my friend that she's coming at 8 o'clock because she has work at 12. He said, yeah, I'll go for a walk. You spend time with her. So she came at 8 o'clock. I'm not going to give graphic details of what happened. As soon as she came there, I was not sure what is she going to do. Is she going to give me a massage? Is she going to, what? So then, as soon as she came home, she said, I'll use the toilet. She pointed. That's fine. She got fresh. And she came with a towel, wrapped. So I was like, oh, okay. And then she pointed, you go and shower. She told me. I was like, oh, okay. I went, showered, I came out. And then, obviously, she made me lie down. The rest, I don't want to get into that. And, it was not fun. I'll be honest with you. It was just, I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy the sex part of it. Because it was too mechanical. And it got over 10 minutes or whatever, 15 minutes. There was absolutely no kissing, no romance. It was just sex. I didn't enjoy it one bit. She didn't, she just lay on the bed and, I had to do whatever. So I didn't enjoy it. But yeah, I did pay her money. And one of the stupid things I did was I said, thank you. This, you're not supposed to do it to someone younger than you, but I was kind of nervous. It was my first time. And she thought I was not going to pay her because she was kind of worried. So I did pay her and I gave her extra. And then I told her, I'll meet you afterwards over there. And I showed her the Google tag. She said, fine. So she washed, went away. I washed, got ready, and then I sent a message to my friend. He came back. So he said, how is it? I said, no, nothing, bullshit here. She was like, why? You didn't enjoy it? I said, no, nothing. It was too mechanical. So he said, okay, forget her. We'll get some other girl. I said, no, I want to still go out with her. So in the afternoon, I went, again, took a massage once again. But this time I told her in the phone, I am here for the next 6-7 days. I want you to spend time with me. And she said, fine. But she explained to me that every day she has to earn so much amount of money. I don't remember. I think it was $1,000 per day or $500. I'm not too sure cash. I'm telling you, I'm not sure. You can say 500 or 1,000, whatever. So I told her, fine, no problem. I'll pay you per day. We will go out different places. I'll pay you for the food money and the same. So next day onwards, she would come to the hotel room. She would wait down. And we would go for tourist temples, sightseeing, everything. And we were paying money for everything that she was going for. I was paying from my pocket. There were 1 or 2 instances where we went for something really expensive. And we are spending 4,000 baht per head or 5,000 baht. I think it was a complete full day tour. I said, no need to take her because, why do we have to spend 5,000-10,000 just taking them? He had one girl by the time who was his date. I was taking my date. And this went on for the next, I think, how many days? Say roughly 5 days. Yes, we did go to, some of the red light districts. We didn't go for the paid sex. We did see some of the so-called attractions. I wanted to see the ping pong attraction, but I don't know, somehow didn't bump into it. We did go to one place which was strictly for adults and everything was happening in the open, and we need to get out of here because everyone was doing everything. It was like an orgy. I can't remember what was that place. Then there was another place where he actually forced me to sit and watch one of those Russian females, well built, really tall, to do a lap dance. I didn't enjoy it at all. And he forced me and he paid the money, 2,000 baht for 5 minutes or 10 minutes lap dance. And I was just sitting, I was like, what the hell is this? I didn't get turned on. And this female was like, are you okay? Did you not enjoy? I'm sorry. I said, no, you're perfectly fine. Paid her the money, gave her the tip. But my heart was more set out on this female. So by the time we finished 5 days, we were like a normal dating couple. Sometimes you would go to the room, have a little bit of sex. I would say in the last 1 week, it was not like crazy sex, just 2 or 3 times. And then finally she got so comfortable that me and my friend, his girl and my girl, we would all sleep in the same room. We had to pay extra. Me and that girl would sleep down because I prefer the floor. We would try to sleep on the bed. We did sleep. We both, and these girls at the side. But then I found her uncomfortable, so I slept down. She slept with me down, lie down next to me. So I think after a week, we didn't stay more than that. We decided we had enough and we decided to go back. His girl was sad. My girl was sad. And they didn't come with us to the airport. We said goodbye. I think I slipped around 500 baht or something in her hand. He gave whatever amount. I don't know what it was. But I was really sad. It was like a 2-hour drive to the airport. And this is the part that really shocked me. Once I came to the airport and, I was talking to her, I said, let me check in and then I'll call you. And there's this big piece where, 2 snakes, and it's in the centerpiece. It's like a beautiful centerpiece when you're traveling. You see that. Oh, there I don't know what happened to me. I broke down and I cried. I cried. And really, I really cried. And the reason for me crying was I was worried about her. I was thinking she's so innocent. What will she do? How will she earn money? She's just a girl who massages. What is the future? I was completely broken. And it took me almost 45 minutes to 1 hour to overcome the cry. My friend said, relax, it's okay. He said, you can keep in touch with her and Thailand is not very far. You can come and meet her whenever you like. I said, fine. And my goal was obviously to keep in touch with her and to meet her again. So when I came back to Dubai, obviously what happens in Thailand stays in Thailand. Never told my wife. And FYI, I had another Filipina girlfriend who was also busy having fun with. She was like, what did you do? I didn't tell her the entire story. But she did know I did shag a little bit, which I told her. She was like, did you check for STD? I said, no, perfectly okay. So, and I would secretly keep in touch with this girl. And this girl knew that I had other girlfriends. She didn't mind. And I kept in touch with her. I did send her money once every week, $150, $200. And then one day I decided I would send her a big amount. I think I sent her 1,000 or 1,500 US dollars. I sent her big chunk change, and eventually over a period of time, distance, you just separate. We kept in touch on Facebook, although it was not a very active account of hers. I didn't know much about her personal life. I think she created it exclusively only just to keep in touch with me. Here's a funny thing. I did go to Thailand after that 2 or 3 times, but not to Pattaya and not to be with her, but to be with some other female. Here's the stupid part. An American story. That is a big life-changing event. The American female and how I landed. And because of her, I landed in Koh Samui and my life changed, which was one of the biggest mistakes, biggest disasters. And if you want to know more about it, I'll have to make a separate video. That itself will take 1 hour of talking. Oh, what I assumed was going to be the best thing in my life turned out to be the most horrific. Anyway, managed to recover. Okay, about this girl, what finally happened is we kept in touch. She came to know I did come to Thailand. Still, she kept in touch. She even kept in touch after, when I came down to Samui. And she kept in touch after I got married to my this wifey. And I think all the while she was hoping and thinking that I'll come back to her. But once my marriage became official, like we used to just, hi, how are you and all that. Then finally, it was only then that she revealed she had a son who was, I think, a teenager, 12, 13 years old. She came from a very poor part of Thailand. She used to massage and obviously, provide for the family. And then at some point, she made it public or through that account that she had a husband who was a Thai man. And one fine day, I don't know, as I was checking through Facebook, I found her account, nothing, vanished. And that was it. So now, what were the key lessons that I learned and what are the key lessons I'd give you? Number one is, they say, no, what happens in Thailand stays in Thailand. You don't come to Thailand to make a relationship in the sense that a girlfriend, okay, fine, but you don't carry that relationship or that responsibility or the burden back home. Lucky for me, it was not a bar girl who was like a full-time sex worker. This was a girl who worked in a massage parlor, which was kind of decent. It was not one of the soapy or naked massage parlors or whatever. And I'll be honest, she never asked me for money. I did it out of my own free will. There are a lot of females who literally squeeze the guy dry, and not just one. They have 10, 12 guys, and each one of them think they are the exclusive ones. And they keep paying money. And when they're about to come down, they plan it in such a way that nobody else is there with them and they are only meant for that guy. There is a lot of this shady con man job, con woman job going on where they cheat and the guy thinks he's going to marry the girl. In fact, you can Google search or if you want me, I'll make a video. Don't fall in love with a bar girl. Your life will be destroyed. For them, they just are so desensitized, they don't feel anything. Whether they sleep with 10 guys, 20 guys, whether they'll bankrupt you and put you on the streets, it doesn't matter. They're doing it for their family. So this girl was not a bad girl. She was not a bar girl. She was not evil. I have nothing but, good memories with her. But she was, I think, expecting or anticipating that I would marry her and settle down. I did have feelings for her, but not to the extent where I thought I would marry her. I did like her a lot. But obviously, once I decided, American girl was here in Samui, and I decided she's not the one to marry. She's the one who I have had good memories. And obviously, after I married this wifey, all girls, everything, clean slate, no more. Just, they want to keep in touch, you can keep in touch, but I'm not going to initiate any meeting and all that. And does my wife know about it? Yeah, she does. I've shown her the photographs. I'm not given her graphic details of what I did, but she has seen the photographs. Do I still have the photographs? Yeah, I do. Am I going to share it? No, never. Yeah, and the only other thing that I would tell you is, in my case, I'm lucky that she didn't take advantage or didn't try to blackmail me. There are females who literally take photographs with you, and once you go back home, they blackmail you online and extort money. So be careful. This never happened to me. And she was comfortable with me being with other women. She didn't have any restrictions. She just wanted to keep in touch with me. And whenever I would come down, she would spend time with me because she thought I was a good guy. So yeah, that was my story. And the last I've kept in touch with her, I've been in Samui 7 years. So the last I kept in touch with her maybe 5 years ago. And that's about it. Will I keep in touch with her again? No. closed chapter. I have a wife, I have responsibilities. No. But yeah, that was my story. So hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free, comment down below. And but please don't ask me about, can you tell me which is the best place to get soapy massage, happy ending massage, and this and that. I'm not one of those pimps, and I'm not going to tell you what to do. You figure it out by yourself. But like I told you, be careful. Don't trust anyone. Be careful of taking photographs. You can get blackmailed, and don't feel sorry or pity for any of them. Have a good time. Treat them with respect. But what happens in Thailand stays in Thailand. Don't carry tales back home. And yeah, don't think about marriage. That's the biggest mistake you can do. If you're interested in about the American girl or some do's and don'ts about bar girls and all that, if you're interested, you can comment down below. Based on how many people ask, I'll make another video. You guys take care. Feel free. Ask me a question, any question. If I feel that question is worth making a video, I'll make a video. Worth responding, yes. And when it's a stupid question like, hey, give me the location for getting laid, that I'll tell you. Try it yourself. Okay. You guys take care. Hope you enjoyed the story. This is me signing off.